Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, got a quick video for you talking about King Arthur Legends Rise. You did not read the thumbnail wrong. It is not clickbait. The game is shutting down for now. There's some information that they've shared with us that I'd like to share with you, and I'll also give you my thoughts on kind of where we're going from here and what I feel we should expect. There's a few things to cover here, so let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at this community announcement by Kabam Dork. It was posted earlier today. He goes, as part of our continuing efforts to improve King Arthur Legends Rise, we'll be closing the beta to focus on developing the game further. So they don't intend to scrap it or cancel it, at least for now. They are going to continue development on the game. It's just going to be a bigger venture, I think, than what they had. Also, I think with some recently released games, it's probably made them look at things a little bit differently. All players will be refunded in full for purchases made. This prompted a question about whether progress is going to be saved. Are we going to be able to get our stuff back? What are we looking at here? Are we going to start all over? It was confirmed in the official Discord that there's going to be a full reset. Nothing's going to be carried over. It's not a progression reset like before. It is a full-on reset. I think that's probably a good move because we have been in some sort of beta since November of 2022. This most recent beta has been live for almost a year, if not a year. So there's a lot of progression that has been made for people who've been playing the game. I think a reset is probably good. Also, I think when they shut this down, it's probably going to be shut down for a while. I'm going to give you my thoughts on kind of what to expect, at least from my perspective. He also said here, when we announced the delay of 0.6, we echoed a statement we made that we were committed to putting in the work to make this a great game. So to that end, they pushed back this update. They wanted to make the necessary changes. The biggest thing here to get out of this, they discovered that it was going to take more work. So when you take a look at some recently released games, just over, I'd say probably even take a look at the last year, right? You've got Dragonair Silent Gods with an overworld mechanic similar to this. You've got AFK Journey that just recently launched with an overworld mechanic, and that's idle-based combat, where this is turn-based. But you just take a look at what these games have done. You've got so many, like, mini-games and things like that, overworld mechanics where you're solving puzzles a little bit differently than what you're doing here. I think they introduced those mechanics pretty well, and I think this is a little aged now. I'll be completely honest. It feels a little bit aged now with what we've seen most recently, so it's probably a good thing that they're really kind of taking a good look at this. So they're refunding all players, and they say as of today they're going to be disabling the app purchases. I actually went into the store. The game is no longer in the store either. There's a link here. I'll leave a link to this post in the description below. There's a link here. If you've spent money on the game and you want to know what that process is to get a refund, you can go ahead and click in here. I do like this. So the decision is not one we made lightly, and certainly not one we ever intended to make. They never intended to do a full white. I mean, there's so much things that have gone on over the last few years. I understand this completely, and I feel it for them. But at this moment, it is the one we feel is the right choice for our game, and the one that best positions ourselves to launch King Arthur Legends Rise when we return. So they got some cool stuff here, just thanking everybody for all their input, for playing the game, the excitement around it, and everything. I think they have this here, when it's ready. King Arthur Legends Rise, when it's ready. I think as we kind of see this beta sunset at the end of May, I think it's going to be several months before we see another beta. I think maybe we're going to go into a soft launch that'll roll into a global. They've had so many different betas over the last couple years. I think once they get to where they want to be with this game, I think they'll be pretty ready, and I think it'll move pretty quick once it comes back. But in all honesty, I don't think it's going to launch in 2024. I think at the earliest, we're going to see a 2025 launch. I wouldn't be surprised if they just say, hey, spring 2025 to give themselves a full year. I think we're probably going to see some pretty drastic changes with the game. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. But I think that's probably what's needed here. Just kind of taking another look at just the landscape of mobile gaming and where things have been evolving. So I'm super excited to see what they have going on. If you're not a part of their email newsletter and things like that, make sure to sign up because they're going to post updates through that. I don't know what's going to happen with the Discord channel. They may keep it up. They may shut it down. I don't think I've read anything about that. But for now, the game is shutting down at the end of May. It's going to be a while, I feel, and I don't think it's going to be coming out until at least 2025. So we'll see how it goes. Very curious. What are your thoughts? Those of you who've put some time into the game, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It goes either way. I think the cool thing, though, is they're refunding all the money, which is good. The only thing lost is time, and I know for some people, time is precious, so I know that there's probably some frustrations around that. But there we go. That's what we got going on with King Arthur Legends Rise. I will continue to cover this game, and anything new that pops up, I will make sure to keep you updated as we continue through this whole process until the game either launches or it dies completely. We will see. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comments section below, and check out what else I got going on my channel. All right, everybody, take care. We'll talk to you next time.